Hi, I'm Cindy Bruflat with the Lakes Area League of Women Voters, and we're ready to do another Snack-Sized Civics. But first I want to tell you a little bit about the League of Women Voters and our purpose for doing these Snack-Sized Civics classes. We are a nonpartisan, policy-driven organization. Our main goal is to inform and educate in order to promote active participation in government at all levels. We work to increase understanding of and influence over public policy issues. With me today, Kelcey Klemm. Thank you for joining us, Kelcey. We're going to talk about commission and appointments, right?
Yes.
First, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, Kelcey Klemm, I'm the city administrator, been in Detroit Lakes for 9 years already, and
Wow.
Loving every year of it. Yep.
Cool. Wonderful. So commission and appointments.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit, what does it mean, and how does it impact us here locally?
You know, it's an important part of our local government. Again, I think everyone understands the city council and, you know, kind of the work they do on a monthly basis, but maybe what a lot of people don't see or don't realize is all the work that's done through these advisory committees,
Right.
Other than that one meeting a month. So we have, you know, about 11 different advisory committees.
Really?
Yep, ranging everything from Arts and Culture Commission to Planning and Zoning. It's really a great opportunity too for people to get involved. You know, if they're thinking about how do I participate in local government, maybe they've been to a council meeting and said, well, maybe someday I want to run for council. It's a great opportunity to get a little bit of a taste of the local government experience, understand what that process is like. And we've had a lot of successful candidates that went on to be on the city council from our advisory committees. So I'm not going to probably run through the whole list of our different committees. Again, we have a lot of different focus areas. I mentioned planning and zoning, but we have park board, airport commission. Again, different roles, different focuses, different authority levels. I really encourage people, if they want to find out more, go to our website, cityofdetroitlakes.com. If they click on government and then go to advisory committees, you can see all the different committees we have. And it has a little description about what they do, who's on it, and you know what their meeting dates are typically at. And then the best way is if they're interested, we have a simple one-page form on the website that they can fill out. We basically compile those. When there's a vacancy open, we share that with the mayor of who has interest in those committees. And ultimately, that's the process. The Mayor Brink, gets the privilege of making those appointments to the city council, and then the city council has to act on his recommendations.
So does each council member sit as the chair of said commissioner of commissions? Sort of.
We have a lot of council liaisons to each of the commissions. It doesn't mean they necessarily serve as the chair, but we do try to have, especially with 9 elected city council members, we try to spread out that work, and we try to appoint some of their own onto those advisory committees. So again, whether it's park board or planning commission, they all do have a council member rep that serve on them.
So by filling out a form, I'm expressing interest.
Correct.
And then you have to wait for an opening. And then you may be selected?
Correct.
Okay.
So vacancies occur a few ways. We do have term limits in Detroit Lakes. So we'll oftentimes have someone term out on a committee, or maybe someone will move out of town. A lot of times we have residency requirements. Some of our committees do have the opportunity to have a couple people who live out of town, but a lot of times you do have to live within the city limits of Detroit Lakes to serve on the committees. So if someone moves out of town, or maybe just life happens and they don't have time to be on the committee anymore, we do occasionally have vacancies. Yeah.
What kind of a time commitment are you saying I have to have X number of hours to participate in?
Well, most of the committees meet monthly.
Okay.
And then depending upon which committee, you know, what your homework is, if you would, might vary. Again, I'm going to use the Planning Commission as a good example. A lot of times, you know, there's a packet of information for the Planning Commission meeting that you are going to want to study up before you come into the meeting. You're going to want to have some idea of what the applications are that are on the agenda before actually coming to the meeting. So, you know, you might have a little bit of homework on the front end, but all the committees do meet monthly.
Do you attend all the meetings?
I attend I have a great staff, and usually the staff kind of split up the workload.
Okay.
So I attend some of them when I get time. Otherwise, we usually do have a staff rep at all the different committees.
Do each of those commissions offer a report at the city council meetings?
Some of them do. Otherwise, they're also at our committees within the council. Before our council meeting, we have committees that are made up entirely of just the council members.
Okay.
So there are times when they would bring forth a report. Again, I'm going to use park board. If they have a recommendation on a particular topic, there'd be some sort of report to the park board. Otherwise, it's not a routine report. Again, I think that's important why we have those council liaisons to each of those boards to bring back anything that's relevant to the council.
Perfect. I really liked what you said, is this is a nice entryway into city government. If you're involved in making more connections, learning a little bit more about what happens, and get involved.
Yeah, like I said, there's a little bit of everything for different topic areas that, regardless of maybe what your interest level is, again, from libraries to zoning, there's a little bit of everything in our committees. And again, I think it's just a great way for people to be introduced to the city process and just get a little more involved in their local government.
Wonderful. So go online.
Go online, cityofdetroitlakes.com,
Okay.
click on government, and there's an advisory committee page, and it'll give you a bunch more information about all these different committees. And then, like I said, there's a one-page kind of interest form
Sure.
that you can complete, and we'll have it ready.
Wonderful. Kelsey, thank you for joining us
Thank
today. And thank you for joining us. And a shout out thank you to West Central Initiative and the VFW for their sponsorship.